should be very easy for you to figure what you need. So the first thing that you would need, obviously, is your Crystalwave, okay? And these beautiful new colors that Tupperware's just come out with, I think are perfect for spring. And you would also want to bring your host gift special, which is what I have down here on the floor. And at the party, you could, if you wanted to make things really, really easy for you and your hostess, you can set up, like Judy does, and I do with my modulars, on an ironing board. Because typically every hostess has an ironing board. And instead of you lugging in a table or making her go dig a table out of the garage or using her kitchen table that she was going to use for food, you can use her ironing board. And this setup right here takes up very little space in your hostess's house. And it just makes your job look a whole lot easier because it is making it easier. Now, the Crystalwave just got springy with all their new beautiful colors. And it's got a lot of unique sizes. As you see up here, the sets that we have in the current, or the new April flyer, have a lot of unique sizes. And they're at a fantastic price in April. And we typically know that people are going to buy the thing that's on sale, right? Did we sell a ton of smart steamers? Yes, because they were on sale and we were showing them. So if we know that this is a great product line that's on sale in the month of April, and we really work on showing it and pushing it, I know that we'll be able to sell a lot of these sets. 25% sales increase usually comes with our sales when Tupperware changes a color. Okay, so Tupperware has changed the color of this particular product line, and in the past, it's shown that 25% increase in sales happen when they do that. So use that to your advantage. It's a new product color. It's people, even if they have Crystalwave, they're going to change. I'm changing over to this color. I don't know about you guys, because it's just a personal color that I like, but it's also very pretty and airy and springy and makes you feel good. Now I'm going to tell you guys a little bit of features and benefits that you'd want to share at your party with all of your guests about the Crystalwave. Number one, they're very versatile. And what that means is that it can go from the refrigerator into the microwave, and then you can actually serve from it. So it can go to the desk at lunch, it can go to the table at home or on the couch if that's where you eat at. It's going to go with you wherever you're going to take your food, so that's less dishes. It's also got large tabs. It's got a large tab right here, this one, and that's for people to take the seal off. And although that may seem like a small feature, that's really actually a really good feature of this product. Those of us that have used it and love it, that's one of the best features about it. It also has handles on the sides, and those handles tend not to get hot in the microwave. They're stay cool handles. So see, these are all the benefits that you'd want to tell all the people at your party, all these great features about this product. It also has little tiny feet on the bottom. They almost look like little knots. Those are to hold the product up off the floor of the microwave just enough for the microwaves to go around the product for even heating. Okay? They also have a large venting tab right here that opens for you to vent your food in the microwave when you're reheating it. And why is that tab important? A couple of reasons. The number one reason, it's going to keep moisture inside this container as you're reheating that food so it doesn't get all dried out. I know a long time ago, before Tupperware came around into my life, my husband would sprinkle water over his leftovers and put a paper towel over them so they wouldn't get all crusty and dried on the top. I mean, y'all shaking your heads? So this, you don't have to do that anymore. Also, a lot of people that in the workforce, they have a community shared microwave, right? And they're kind of grody sometimes, kind of nasty, everybody's stuff all in there. And people don't want to take the top off their food to put it in that gross microwave. And then at home, you want to keep your microwave clean so you don't want spaghetti splattering and all that kind of stuff. So it's going to keep splatters away as well. So those are some of the wonderful features. The other feature that I like is that it has a window. It has a window right here on the side. The sides are edged, and then on each side it has a clear window for you to be able to see what's inside of it. That way when you've got your leftovers stacked up in your kitchen refrigerator, you can see that. It's also, on the divided one, it's got a cold cup. Okay, now what the cold cup is it's actually a little cold cup that we call it. It's a little cup that comes out. It's even got a place for you to put your finger so you don't stick your finger in your food. And this is for when you take your lunch, or whoever in your home takes their lunch, they can pull out the potato salad that doesn't need to be put in the microwave, or the salad or the fruit that they stuck in there, and they can heat everything up, and then they can put this back in there after it's done and you eat it. So that's a very unique feature that the divided one has. Now, they are made for the refrigerator, obviously, and the microwave, but they are not made for the freezer, and they are dishwasher safe. Okay? They do have liquid airtight seals, so a lot of times people that carry their lunches, or if you've got your bag in the car or anything like that, it's not going to flip upside down and leak out everywhere or anything like that. Okay, so why are they great and what do they do? Okay, so you've told all your people at your party all the features and benefits of them, so that way now they understand how they work. And now we're going to talk about why they are one of the #1 performing lines in Tupperware. So that right there, that's a very good word choice to use at your parties. Crystalwave is one of the #1 performing lines that Tupperware has. A lot of times people can cook more.
Hold on, we need a battery.
I don't know how to do it, but
Well, what's it doing?
I'm 10. No, I'm just kidding. One more thing. There we go.
Okay.
All right, is that better? Okay. Now, I need my other hand. Okay. So one of the reasons why people would want to own a Crystalwave set would not only be just for leftovers, okay? Because remember I told you we're going to try to get that out of our minds and it be more than that. A lot of times we, as the person that cooks in the family, whether it's the man or the woman, we can cook a lot more than we need all at one time, and that way we have dinners in the refrigerator for spur-of-the-moment things, or maybe on Monday nights when we have rally. I don't cook that night. I don't know about anybody else, but that's not my night to cook. And so I always make sure I've made dinner a couple nights ahead of time and have them in some Crystalwave containers. That way the family has dinner already prepared for them that they can pull out and just microwave and it's all set. It's going to cut back on grabbing a pizza. It's going to cut back on eating a corn dog out of the freezer at my house. And it's going to make sure that they have lots of good foods already set aside in a nice container to be able to eat. It's also going to make last night's dinner tomorrow's lunch. And that's going to cut back and save how much money a month? $300 a month for people that are eating out every day. It's also going to save time. We know how valuable our time is. And the more that we can cook and plan ahead and then have things left over for a couple nights every other or during the week when we have soccer practices and t-ball and all that kind of stuff, it's going to help out with there. They're also going to cut back on your expense because they are reusable. And so we don't have to worry about buying products that we can use for just one-time use and then throw away, like baggies and the other products that are intended for one-time use for leftovers. Now, another great thing that I like about them is the way that they store. So you guys see this set up here, and at your parties, you're probably going to have a lot of people say, I don't have the cabinet space for that. Anybody ever heard that? I don't have the counter space or whatever, for that. Well, they nest down inside of each other. You can take the tops, and I won't do it lack of me not having a microphone and everything, but you take the tops off the Crystalwaves, you're going to stack them inside of each other, and all the tops you can put your seals right over here in our seal keeper, our place for seals, and that way everything's going nicely together. So it's not going to, and you can show that at your party. I do recommend showing them that. So before they could even say, I don't have any room for that, Cindy, I'll show them that it all goes down inside of each other and it's a stack about this big. Okay, so that's very helpful. Things that you can do to add to your Crystalwave party is you want to bring in other products to it, like the place for seals. That's a great add-in piece because you're going to talk about how the seals can stack in there. Another great add-in piece is your cookbooks. The new Healthy Start cookbook and the salad cookbook, and then also the pasta cookbook. The salad cookbook has a lot of really good soup recipes in it. And we also have the soup mug. Okay? So you could talk about how the Crystalwave soup mug is a great piece and how we can make cakes in it. And you could probably even have like the recipes that you could print offline and give everybody a recipe that buys a soup mug or buys some of the sets. But you could also add in that our salad and cookbook has a lot of the soup recipes in it. Talk about the salad recipes and how people can make their salads, keep them in their Crystalwave, and take them to lunch. Because sometimes we think, oh yeah, well you could do that. But if we plant those thoughts in other people's minds and take them there during the week of when they're taking their lunches or when they have their meals all planned out in the refrigerator, especially us women, we are always trying to lose weight. And I think that's a good thing if we tell people, you know, you can make your salads up and already have all your salads for your lunch or dinners, and you can have your soups ready and they're 100 calories a piece and all that kind of great stuff. I think that really helps their minds go there. And then our cutlery, the thing we needed at lunch today, the fork.
Yeah, we'd all have it.
If we'd all brought that, you can add this in. You know, we sell that very nice, the spoon and the fork and the knife that all nicely goes together. It's reusable. It's plastic. It's wonderful. If you're talking to them about saving money and not eating out as much during the daytime at lunches, then that's something that they could add into their sale that they could take with them to lunch, even possibly keep at their desk. And then, of course, we talked about giving them the recipes for the soup mugs and all the other Crystalwaves. Now, what if you don't have this set? Because remember, the whole point of this little Crystalwave talk was to try to help you guys leave from here and next Saturday morning when April starts, doing a nice demonstration. So if you don't particularly have the pink and the beautiful yellow Crystalwave, you can sample it right now. Okay? And I wrote down just a few little numbers to kind of take your mind there. If you sample it now, you will probably get it in right in time for the April month to start, which would give you time to get ready to have it for all your parties. The purchase with purchase that's in the flyer, which is up here. And I know Inky talked a lot about adding in our purchase with purchases. The purchase with purchase is only $9 to sample. Okay, so you guys would get those pieces for $9. The 4-quart purchase with purchase, which is another add-in, is only $16.50. And then the 8-piece Crystalwave set, you can sample it for $44.85. And then if you want to add in the 3 bonus pieces, so you have the entire Get It All set that's in the flyer, you would have $21.84 added to that. So it's roughly between, what, $90 to $100 maybe in sample cost, and you're going to get more sales credit than that. And then if you do sample this in, and you show it for the month of April, if you don't particularly want to keep this color, what would we do with it? Sell it. You could sell it off at your last party and say the first one that buys it's going to take it home tonight and then use your pool money on that sale. What else would we do with it? Bribe, auction, very good. It's a 23-piece set, I do believe, unless I'm reading that wrong. Oh, 13-piece set. I was counting seals maybe. It's a 13-piece set. You can use 13 pieces to give away as gifts at your parties, like she said, the auction. You can give it away to some of your team members for challenges, or you can give it to me because I love pink, so I'm cool with that. So you can definitely do stuff with it. I don't want you to think that you're going to invest money in your business and then when the sale's over with, you're done, because you're not. Okay? Now, I strongly believe that we have to own it, we have to use it, and lastly, we have to love what we're showing. So if you don't own it and you don't use it, then you're not going to know how great it is to love it, and you're not going to be able to show it. So if you don't own the Crystalwave, I recommend, and just like I recommend to my team, that you own it to be able to use it. Therefore, you'll end up loving it, and then you'll be able to share that love, and people will see that in you and know that you're not just up there pushing some plastic on them, that you are truly selling them something that you use in your home, you believe it, you love it, and it's going to show. So hopefully that will be an easy demonstration for you guys to take with you into April. A lot of the word choices and the facts about the product, those are real important when people are going to spend their money. They want to know what they're spending their money on. So I think that's important. Thank you. All right, so